Major approaches to the study of personality, post-Freudian approaches. The post-Freudian or the Neo-Freudian were the psychologists whose work followed from Freud's. They generally agreed with Sigmund Freud that childhood experiences matter, but they decreased the emphasis on sex and focused more on the social environment and effects of culture on personality. Before going to the details, please remember to subscribe this channel if you are new here. Do watch other videos in this channel, share it with students and those who love learning psychology. Thank you. Major approaches to the study of personality. In the previous videos, we have learned type approaches, trait approaches, and in the psychodynamic approach and the post-Freudian approaches, we have covered topics such as psychoanalytic and psychodynamic theories, the levels of consciousness, the structure of personality, ego defense mechanism, and stages of personality development. In this video, we will learn post-Freudian approaches. The Neo-Freudians may have influenced by Freud and they developed their own unique theories and perspectives on human development, personality, and behavior. Post-Freudian approaches. There were a number of Neo-Freudian thinkers who broke with the Freudian psychoanalytic tradition to develop their own psychodynamic theories. Many of these thinkers agreed with Freud's concept of the unconscious mind and the importance of early childhood. There were a number of points that other scholars disagreed or they directly rejected it. Because of this, these individuals went on to propose their own unique theories of personality and cognition. Some of these individuals are Carl Jung, Alfred Adler, Erik Erikson, Karen Horney, and Erich Fromm. Among them, Carl Jung and Alfred Adler were initially the part of Freud's inner circle. First one we will see the theories by Carl Jung. Carl Jung was a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who made significant contributions to the field of psychology, and he is best known for his work on analytical psychology. He was a contemporary and collaborator of Sigmund Freud, but their professional relationship eventually dissolved due to theoretical differences. Carl Jung believed that the human psyche or mind was composed of three components: the ego, the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious. According to Carl Jung, the ego represents the conscious mind. The ego is a concept in psychology that refers to the conscious, rational part of psyche. For example, when you make a decision to prioritize studying for an exam over going out with friends. So you have to decide between studying for an exam and going out with friends. Your ego is weighing the demands of your academic responsibilities against your social desire. So that is ego. It is based on the conscious mind. The personal unconscious. It contains memories, including those that have been suppressed. It contains individual experiences, memories, and emotions that are not currently in conscious awareness. It includes forgotten or repressed memories, unfulfilled desires, and the aspects of the self that have not been fully developed or acknowledged. For example, having an unexplained aversion or fear towards something or someone without understanding why. It may stem from repressed memories or unresolved experiences in your personal unconscious. The third is the collective unconscious. It is a unique component in that Jung believed this part of the psyche served as a form of psychological inheritance. It contained all the knowledge and experience that humans share as a species. It comprised of archetypes, universal symbols, and patterns. The collective unconscious is a reservoir of inherited experience and images that have been passed down through generations. It represents the common human experience and themes that transcend cultural and historical differences. For example, the universal themes and characters found in myths and fairy tales across different cultures. For example, the hero's journey, the wise old mentor, it can be seen as the expression of collective unconscious patterns that is shared by the humanity. These concepts, that is the conscious mind or the ego, the personal unconscious and the collective unconscious, these are interconnected and interact with each other in the psyche. Archetypes. Archetypes symbolize basic human motivations, values and personalities. Carl Jung believed that archetypes come from the collective unconscious. It have universal meanings across cultures and may show up in dreams, literature, art, or religion. Carl Jung believed that each archetype played a role in personality, but felt that most people were dominated by one specific archetype. According to Jung, the actual way in which an archetype is expressed or realized, it depends upon a number of factors including an individual's cultural influence and uniquely personal experiences. Let's see what are the archetypes are. First one, self. It represents the integration and wholeness of the individual. It symbolizes the totality of the psyche and encompasses both conscious and unconscious aspects. The self is associated with personal growth, individuation, and the realization of one's true potential. Next is the shadow. It represents the dark, repressed, or hidden aspects of the individual's personality. It consists of those elements that are denied, disliked, or considered unacceptable by the conscious ego. The shadow can manifest as anger, jealousy, or other negative emotions and traits. Integrating the shadow involves acknowledging and accepting these aspects of oneself. The anima in males and the animus in females. These archetypes represent the feminine qualities within males and the masculine qualities within females. They symbolize the unconscious opposite gender aspect present in each individual. The anima and the animus can appear in dreams, fantasies, or interpersonal relationships, influencing one's behavior and relationships. Next is the persona. It refers to the social mask or role that individuals present to the outside world. It represents the way individuals adapt and present themselves to conform to societal expectations. The persona helps individuals interact with others, but can also lead to the suppression of one's authentic self. It is a kind of masking. The hero. This archetype embodies the journey of overcoming challenges, facing fears, and achieving great accomplishments. It represents the quest for personal growth and the ability to triumph over adversity. Heroes often appear in myths and legends as individuals who embark on transformative journeys. The wise old man or woman. The wise old man or wise old woman archetype. It represents wisdom, guidance, and knowledge. They symbolize the accumulated wisdom of the collective unconscious and often appear as mentors, guides, or spiritual figures in dreams or stories. So these are the major Carl Jung's archetypes. Now let's see the theories of Alfred Adler. He was an Austrian physician and psychiatrist. He formed the school of thought known as individual psychology. While Sigmund Freud focused on the internal process, mainly the sexual conflict that affect a person's psychology, Alfred Adler was adamant that to fully understand a person, a psychologist must also consider other internal factors other than the sexual factors and external factors as well. He is also remembered for his concept of the inferiority feeling and inferiority complex, which played a big role in Adler's theory of personality formation. Let's see some key concepts associated with Adler's theories. First one, inferiority complex. Relying totally on others in early life, it causes us to feel inferior. Adler proposed that individuals are motivated by an inherent sense of inferiority, which stems from childhood experience and feelings of inadequacy. He believed that this sense of inferiority drives the individuals to compensate and strive for superiority in various areas of life. Next is striving for superiority, an attempt to overcome the feelings of inferiority. Adler argued that individuals have an innate drive to overcome their feelings of inferiority and to strive for personal growth and mastery. This striving for superiority is not necessarily a desire to be better than others, but rather an individual's pursuit of their own unique potential. It is to superior our own nature, not with others, not to be better than others, but to be a better ourselves. Social interest. Adler emphasized the importance of social connectedness and the idea that individuals are inherently social beings. He believed that a healthy personality is characterized by a strong sense of social interest. It involves caring for and contributing to the well-being of others and society as a whole. Birth order. The order in which we are born, it affects our familial relationships, interactions, and feelings of inferiority. Adler believed that birth order plays a significant role in shaping an individual's personality. He suggested that the position an individual occupies among siblings can influence their personality development and characteristics. For example, firstborn child might develop traits associated with being responsible and achievement-oriented, while the later-born children might develop traits associated with being more outgoing and creative. Next is lifestyle. Adler introduced the concept of a lifestyle, which refers to an individual's unique way of navigating through life and dealing with challenges they encounter. Each person develops their own style of interacting with the world based on their subjective perceptions, goals, and strategies for achieving their goals. Personality styles by Alfred Adler. The dominant or ruling type personality style, getting or leaning type personality style, avoiding or avoidant type personality style, and the socially useful type of personality style. The individuals with dominant or ruling type personality style tend to be assertive, ambitious, and strive for power and control. They may have a strong need to be in charge and take the lead in various aspects of life. The individuals with a getting or leaning type personality style, they tend to rely on others for support, seeking help and guidance from others rather than taking charge themselves. They may have a tendency to depend on others and may feel inadequate or helpless on their own. The individuals with an avoiding or avoidant type personality style tend to avoid confronting challenges or taking risk. They may withdraw from social interactions or situations that trigger their feelings of inferiority. They may exhibit avoidance behavior as a way to protect themselves from potential failure or criticism. Adler believed that individuals who develop a socially useful type of personality style, they have a strong sense of social interest and community. They are oriented towards contributing to the welfare of others and the society as a whole. They may engage in helping professions or actively participate in community activities. So these are different personality styles developed by Alfred Adler. Now let's have a quick recap on what we have learned. We have seen that Sigmund Freud attracted many followers who modified his ideas to create new theories about personality. These theorists, referred to as Neo-Freudians, generally agreed with Freud that childhood experience matter, but they de-emphasized sex, focusing more on the social environment and effects of culture on personality. Among them, we have learned about Carl Jung and Alfred Adler. We will see the theories of Erik Erikson, Karen Horney, and Eric Fromm in the upcoming video. Hope you liked this video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you and keep smiling.